Right now on News 8 at 9, no remorse. What the man accused of plowing down pedestrians and cyclists planned to do and why those plans were derailed.
States have to take on the leadership roles or this work isn't going to get done.
And changing campus culture. The state of Illinois' new plan to protect victims of sexual assault at its universities.
Live from WQAD, this is News 8 at 9.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Christina Lorey. We begin tonight in Springfield with the debate raging over who is policing sexual harassment claims at the Illinois State Capitol. This week, a woman testified she filed a formal complaint after alleged harassment by a state senator, but it was never looked into. News 8's Chris Miner reports on why the claim went nowhere.
He had so much power over me, and the mind games he played, the tactics he played.
Denise Rothheimer says State Senator Ira Silverstein sexually harassed her for months while working to pass a bill for crime victims.
What I dealt with Silverstein, I ended up 6 weeks in a crisis. I lost 20 pounds. My hair fell out. I was so scared that I would have to admit myself into a hospital.
This week, Silverstein stepped down from his $20,000 a year leadership role in the Senate, but remains in office. He says he's never sexually harassed anyone. Rothheimer says she needed his help to pass her legislation last year, but says the hundreds of Facebook messages, midnight phone calls, and comments about her looks were over the top.
It dumbfounds me to think that any person thinks a woman wants to be told she's intoxicating, especially if you're a married man.
The allegations leveled during a House hearing this week on a new sexual harassment bill, an attempt to close current loopholes, and inaction when complaints are filed.
A year ago, I did file a complaint, and there was no real response.
Rothheimer says she was told by Senator John Cullerton's office that the Legislative Inspector General's office would investigate. The problem is there's no one in that office. It's been vacant since 2014. Chris Miner, WQAD News 8.
Now, Senate Leader John Cullerton tells the Chicago Tribune an interim inspector general could be named as soon as next week and says the post should have been filled during the past 3.5 years. Well, it's another cloudy, overcast day here in the Quad Cities, but at least it was a little bit warmer. Storm Track 8 meteorologist Taylor Graham now joins us with a first check of our forecast. Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Christina. It's no doubt about it, just really dreary outside. We're seeing temperatures only in the 40s and 50s right now. It's a little bit warmer off towards our south in Galesburg at 52. And we're sitting at 48 here in the Quad Cities. A whole lot of cloud cover in place. And not only that, it's foggy outside and we're seeing a lot of drizzle out there. Really, the fog and drizzle, they're not going anywhere for tonight, and that will keep our temperatures steady. I'll tell you, though, when we do expect to see a little bit of sunshine coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Taylor. Work is almost halfway done on Burlington's flood wall. An engineer working on the project says much of the below ground work is already done, but during construction, crews uncovered some problems. They found steel pieces from an already existing wall on the riverfront, as well as rock and concrete. Despite the added work, construction is still expected to wrap up by May. A MOLINE parent is speaking out tonight after a home burglary involving guns caused her first grader school to go on lockdown. It happened near Hamilton Elementary just as school was letting out for the day. MOLINE police responded to a burglary in process call from the Wildwood neighborhood. The homeowner told police a gun was stolen from the house. Officers then chased 2 suspects on foot and caught them with that stolen weapon. Shortly after, the lockdown was lifted. Drivers could experience some traffic delays in downtown Davenport after part of a street collapsed. The west-southbound lane of Harrison Street between 5th and 4th Streets will be closed until further notice. City staff is looking into why part of the street collapsed there. They suggest leaving some extra time if you're heading downtown this weekend. Construction on Genesis Health System's 3rd healthplex is now underway in Davenport. Today, staff gave an update on the project. Currently, Genesis has healthplex locations in Moline and Bettendorf. This third location will be located off West Kimberly. The $13.6 million project will offer a variety of services like urgent care, x-ray labs, and on-site physical therapy.
It's an expansion of what we've done with our previous health plexes in MOLINE and Bettendorf, and patients have found that to be very nice to have one place to go for most of their care.
Genesis hopes to have the project finished by next August. The Rock Island County Health Department is urging parents to get their children tested for lead following reports of it in some East Moline homes. So far this year, 96 children in Rock Island County tested positive for high levels of lead. It's more dangerous to kids because their bodies absorb it more quickly, and that can cause developmental delays and behavior problems. Lead is normally found in household water pipes and paint. Illinois state law requires all kids be tested for it by the time they're 6 years old. LeClaire Police tell News 8 tonight they've received several leads since releasing this video of two women taking charity jars from a convenience store. Police say the two women stole donation jars from Mother Hubbard's cupboard last month. One of the jars supported animal shelters. The other was a memorial jar for the store manager's son who passed away. The money was to help pay for medical bills. Anyone with information is asked to call LeClaire Police.
You're watching WQAD. This is News 8 at 9.